Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Maryland Holstein Association, I'd like to welcome you to the 39th Maryland 3-year-old Holstein Futurity here at the Maryland State Fair. We're very privileged on behalf of the Maryland State Fair to host this illustrious event. We will begin the evening with introductions of our dignitaries and those who are responsible for keeping the Futurity in good order and making the shows a success. These first two gentlemen will serve as our ringmen this evening, Mr. John Hall and David Hill. Our ringmen, John Hall and David Hill. There's nothing more important to an official judge of the ring than the ringmen that he has to keep things flowing and in order. And we certainly appreciate John Hall and David Hill in that capacity, as they have so ably served in the past. We at the Maryland State Fair are very happy and proud of our officers and management, and we certainly hope that you all enjoy not only the Futurity here this evening and the Holstein show tomorrow, but all of the activities here at the Maryland State Fair. Coming in our car at this time, please welcome the President of the Maryland State Fair and Agriculture Society, Miss Donna Myers. And her escort this evening is the Assistant General Manager, the father of the exhibitor of the Grand Champion Hog the other day, Mr. David Gordon. President Donna Myers and Assistant General Manager David Gordon. The President of the Maryland Holstein Association from New Windsor, Maryland, please welcome Mr. Jeff Sutton, President of the Maryland Holstein Association. Maryland's dairy industry has always had outstanding representation as far as the dairy princesses in not only the state but the counties, and please welcome the current Maryland Dairy Princess, Ms. Morgan Osborne Watley. Miss Maryland Dairy Princess. Members of the Dairy Princess Court, our Upper Chesapeake Bay Dairy Princess, Ms. Sophia Scholl, and our Frederick County Dairy Princess, Michaela Burrier. Sophia Shull and Michaela Burrier. These girls have been doing an outstanding job, along with Morgan, during the various shows that have been held here to date, and I'm sure that they will be very happy and pleased to help Tamar. And ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman that will be tying the ribbons, not only in the Futurity tonight, but in your Holstein show tomorrow, won't you please welcome our official judge from Concord, North Carolina, Mr. Kelly Barbie. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please present the colors. Our flag bearers are Mr. Ryan Allen and Jill Allen. At this time, I would ask you all to rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please retire the colors. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth has came when we will be introducing and presenting the stars of the evening and contestants. We certainly appreciate our young gentlemen who provided the vehicles here this evening. It's been our pleasure here at the Maryland State Fair to host this event for so many years and look forward to a special event next year, as it will be the 40th three-year-old Futurity sponsored by the Maryland Holstein Association, and we look forward to hosting it here at the Maryland State Fair. Our contestants are being lined up. Got it wrong. No. That's correct. That's good. We have, for your viewing pleasure, in our contest this evening, 10 Miss Futurity contestants, ranging from across the great state of Maryland, and we look forward to selecting Miss Futurity 2022. On behalf of the Maryland Holstein Association, as well as the Maryland State Fair, we'd like to thank all of the nominees and all of the final contestants here this evening for making our show an extraordinary event here at the Maryland State Fair. Our contestants are being arranged in order, and as I see, the first contestant is about to be brought into the show ring. We hope you all enjoy the presentation this evening. As appreciation of all the hard work and effort that has been put in, particularly for these three-year-olds for 3 years. As is customary, they will be introduced with the top 2 milk records to lead off our presentation here this evening. Our first contestant is presented by Peace and Plenty Farms, LLC, from Union Bridge, Maryland. She is Peace and Plenty Doc Juby 17. She is sired by Woodcrest King Doc out of the cow Peace and Plenty Atwood Jubilant. She has a energy corrected milk record of 26,771 pounds of milk. In your program, she is entry 911. Our first contestant, Peace and Plenty Doc Juby 17, owned and exhibited by Peace and Plenty Farms, LLC. Our next contestant that enters the spotlight is owned and exhibited by Patrick Yaus of Oakland View Farms in Ridgely, Maryland. The cow being Oakland View Undenied. She is sired by our favorite Undenied out of OCD arch rival Serenity. She has a energy corrected milk record of 26,317 pounds of milk. Oakland View Undenied, owned and presented by Oakland View Farms. Our third Miss Futurity contestant is Peace and Plenty Doc Juby 19. She is owned and exhibited by Peace and Plenty Farms of Union Bridge, Maryland. Peace and Plenty Doc Juby 19. She is sired by Woodcrest King Doc, and her dam is Peace and Plenty Atwood Jubilant. She has a energy corrected milk record of 25,315 pounds of milk. Peace and Plenty Doc Juby 19, presented by Peace and Plenty Farms of Union Bridge, Maryland. Coming into the spotlight is our next contestant, owned by Richard Kepler of Knobview in Woodsboro, Maryland, and the cow Knobview Solomon Casey, sired by Walnut Lawn Solomon out of Knobview Atwood Kalen. Knobview Solomon Casey, presented by Mr. Richard Kepler of Knobview in Woodsboro, Maryland. Josh Skipton is the owner and presenter of Skip Rager Gemini. She's sired by Ryvale R. Reagan out of the cow Skip Defiant Juniper. Owned and exhibited by Josh Skipton of Jefferson, Maryland. Skip Rager Gemini. Terry Packard and Ernie Kiefner of South Mountain Jerseys in Boonesboro, Maryland, presents Ernest Anthony Twitter. She is sired by Walnut Lawn Solomon out of the cow Ernest Anthony Thriller, presented by Terry Packard and Ernie Kiefner of Boonesboro, Maryland. Ernest Anthony Twitter. Our next entry is a junior member, Natalie Youse of Oakland View Farms in Ridgely, Maryland. The cow being Oakland View Diamondback. She's sired by Mr. D. Apple Diamondback. Her dam is Oakland View Candy. Oakland View Diamondback, presented by junior member Natalie Youse of Oakland View Farms in Ridgely, Maryland. Our eighth contestant is another junior member. It's J.C. Miller of Pheasant Echoes in Westminster, Maryland. The cow Pheasant Echoes Diamondback Fanny. She also sired by Diamondback out of Ms. Fanny Favorite. Pheasant Echoes Diamondback Fanny, presented by J.C. Miller of Pheasant Echoes in Westminster, Maryland. Another junior member, Carly Noel of Knobview in Woodsboro, Maryland, presents Knobview King Doc Kiwi. She's sired by Woodcrest King Doc out of the cow Knobview Atwood Kalen. Presented by Carly Noel of Knobview in Woodsboro, Maryland, Knobview King Doc Kiwi. And our final contestant to enter the spotlight is presented by another junior member, Emma Hutchinson of Oakland View Farms in Ridgely, Maryland. The cow being Oakland View AB 7740, sired by Apples Absolute out of the cow Oakland View Cherry. Owned and presented by Emma Hutchinson Jr., a junior member of Oakland View Farms in Ridgely, Maryland, Oakland View AB 7740. Our final contestant to be presented to you here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a rousing applause in appreciation of these 10 lovely 3-year-old Holsteins, and may we now have the lights.
Judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it's my privilege to present to you officially our judge for this evening, Mr. Kelly Barbie from Concord, North Carolina. Kelly's been married to his wife, Sherilyn, for 27 years, and they have 2 children, Emily and Ryan. In addition to owning jerseys and Holsteins, Kelly has been teaching ag education at Piedmont High School for the past 8 years. Kelly has purchased, owned, raised, and sold numerous elite Holsteins and jerseys that have gone on to receive All-American nomination and/or recognition. Kelly's judged at many county, district, state, national, and international shows, as well as coaching his FFA students to win dairy judging at the regional and state levels and achieve gold status at the FFA dairy judging level. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Kelly Barbie. For you railbirds, there is the usual railbird judging contest, and there will be people passing out the tickets for your pleasure while Judge Barbie makes his first inspection. For those of you who may be joining us for the first time, our Railbird Judging Contest is open to any contestant for the fee that they charge, which is a minimum fee to make things interested. Our judge, Mr. Kelly Barbie, will make his initial inspections, and he will narrow down the top 5, and they will be at the far end of the arena while he finishes placing the remaining members of the class. And the 5 animals that are at the far end while he deliberates the remaining class are the 5 animals that consist of the judging contest.
Hey, Matt.
Well, we got a moment. This being the 39th 3-year-old Futurity, how many people have attended all 39? Raise up your hand. Anybody 39? Who is that, Emily Hefner? Ladies and gentlemen, one of our longtime exhibitors, members of the Board of Directors of the Maryland State Fair, and a nationally known dairyman. A scholarship is presented in his name, Marlon K. Huff. At this time, I'd like to ask Matt to present that scholarship for 2022. Matt Huff.
Thank you, everyone. Once again, I would like to really thank Maryland State Fair for having this scholarship in my father's name. You know, once again, it's an honor for our family. This year, the winner of the Marlon Huff Scholarship for 2022 is Charles Patterson IV of Chestertown, Maryland. Charles lives with his parents, Charlie and Sherry Patterson, and his 4 siblings at Patterson Farms, where they milk 320 cows. Charlie is a rising junior at Purdue University, where he is pursuing a degree in Ag Systems Management with a goal to graduate in May of 24. Charles was a member of the 2018 Maryland Dairy Judging Team that placed 3rd at the World Dairy Expo and traveled to Europe to judge and tour farms. He's a past member of the Cloverleaf 4-H Club, the U.S. Holstein Association, Alpha Gamma Rho, Purdue Dairy Club, and the Agricultural Systems Management Club, along with the Honor Society and the Dean's List. He is looking forward to completing his studies and returning home to work on the family dairy farm. Congratulations, Charlie. believe Charlie's at school, so it's a little drive coming back to Maryland.
Thank you very much, Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to express our appreciation on behalf of the Holstein Futurity Committee to all of our supporters, Alta Genetics, Mid-Maryland Dairy Vets, Taylorsville Vet Clinic, and Savage Lee Farm. Thank you very much for all of your support over the years. At this time, I would like to call our Dairy Princess, and the Princess is up here to present a milk toast.
Good evening, everyone. Wow, that's loud. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for having me and the dairy promotion team. I would like you to raise a glass to these wonderful Holstein breeders. Either be black and white or red and white. They provide this industry with high volumes of this nutritious product. Without these Maryland breeders, the Holstein industry would not be what it is today. So cheers to the Holstein and to the breeders. Cheers.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, while Judge Barbie is making his deliberations, let's have some good old country music.
Railbird,
Ladies and Ladies and gentlemen, the ringside, as our judge, Mr. Kelly Barbie, is deliberating on these 5 animals up here. You railbird judges, your 5 animals are at the far end of the ring. They will be the 5 animals that you will be placing for our railbird judging contest. On behalf of the exhibitors and nominees of these animals over the years, I'd like to express their thanks and appreciation to Donna Reese, who chairs the committee, and many years for John Hall. We appreciate all the work that Donna does, the secretary of the Holstein Association, Ms. Laurie Savage, and the chief record keeper, Miss Sally Hill. Without them, it would not run nearly as smooth as what it does. Railbird judges, these are the numbers of the 5 animals that are at the far end of the arena, in case you need them. 873, 901, 899, 907, and 911. Once again, the numbers of the railbird judging class are 873, 901, 899, 907, and 911. Here. Railbird judges, I have a correction. I'm sorry, there was a wrong number in the harness. Scratch 873 and replace it with 904. I'll give them to you again correctly. 904, 901, 899, 907, and 911. Railbirds, you have a few more minutes before your cards will be collected. As soon as Judge Barbie finishes reasons on these 5 animals up here, your cards are due to be turned in.
So for your 6th through 10th placings in your Futurity here, we're starting out in 6th place. You got a cow. I really admire the balance of this cow. She's got that extreme width when you view her from behind. She's got that beautiful mammary system. And it's that height and width and overall bloom to that mammary system that takes her over the balanced cow we have coming out here in 7th. The cow in 7th, you love the depth to her midsection. You love the, the overall style and the balance this cow has. But it's her dairiness and cleanliness that brings her over our cow we have in 8th. She's just so much cleaner, so much dairier. She's got so much more drop to that flank today than our lovely long, tall dairy cow we have coming out here in 8th. Cow in 8th, you love that length to that forudder. You love the overall stretch this cow has. Just like to give her a little more pop at the top of her rear udder and clean her off to get her up over our 7th place cow. But it's that overall length, that overall way she moves a little more freely on those hind legs today than our cow we have in 9th. Cow in 9th, you love the dairiness, the openness this cow possesses. Just like to give her a little more pop at the top of her rear udder, a little more definition up to her crease today to get her over our 8th place cow. But she uses overall bloom to her mammary system to go over the lovely frame cow we have coming out in 10th. 10th is a cow you admire her frame and her dairy open angular look. Just like to give her a little more bloom to her mammary system today to get her any higher.
Thank you, Mr. Barbie. The 6th place Miss Futurity 2022 was entry 914, Oakland View Undenied, exhibited by Patrick Yaus of Oakland View Farms in Ridgely, Maryland. Entry number 906 was 7th, Knobview King Doc Kiwi, exhibited by Carly Knoll of Knobview in Woodsboro, Maryland, a junior exhibitor. Entry number 897 was 8th, Knobview Solomon Casey, exhibited by Richard Kepler of Knobview in Woodsboro, Maryland. 9th was entry number 908, another junior entry, Oakland View AB 7740, exhibited by Emma Hutchinson of Oakland View Farms in Ridgely, Maryland. 10th was entry number 898, Skip Rager Gemini, exhibited by Josh Skipton of Jefferson, Maryland. Entry 898 was 10th. Once again, we'd like to express our appreciation for our Futurity sponsors, Alta Genetics, Mid-Maryland Dairy Veterinarians, Taylorsville Veterinarian Clinic, and Savage Lee Farm. Railbird judges, there are people circulating to pick up your cards.
Jackpot.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, around the arena, that maybe those of you of the public that just joined us wonder what's going on. This is the culmination of the 39th annual Maryland Holstein 3-year-old cow Futurity. These cows are 3 years old, have calved as 2-year-olds and came back as 3-year-olds. They were nominated to this Futurity 3 years ago as young calves, and subsequently nominations were kept in effect by several payments until the final payment as they became 3-year-old cows. And you have before you the combination of many, many entries originally. These cows are in their second lactation, which means they have given birth to 2 offspring and are in full flow of production to produce nature's most wholesome food, whole milk. These cows have probably, in the NTAR class of 10, of which 5 have already left the ring, have averaged over 25,000 pounds of milk in their first lactation. For those of you who think that's a lot, just think that's 50,000 8-ounce glasses. Our judge, Mr. Kelly Barbie from Concord, North Carolina, has chosen his 5 semi-finalists, from which one will emerge as Miss Futurity 2022. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the suspense is building as we are about to find out who Miss Futurity 2022 will be crowned. Ladies and gentlemen, fifth runner-up, Miss Futurity 2022 is entry number 901, Oakland View Diamondback, sired by MRD Apple Diamondback out of the Oakland View Candy. Our owner and exhibitor, a junior exhibitor, is Miss Natalie Yaus of Oakland U Farms in Ridgely, Maryland.
You really have to admire this fifth place Futurity animal. She wears a wonderful mammary system. You love that extreme height and width of that mammary system. And she travels around the ring on a wonderful set of feet and legs. Congratulations to your fifth place Futurity.
Oakland View Diamondback, exhibited by Natalie Yaus of Oakland View Farms in Ridgely, Maryland. Our first junior exhibitor and first is exhibited by Miss J.C. Miller, Pheasant Echoes Farm, entry number 904, first junior and fourth overall.
This fourth place Futurity animal. You just love the side profile of this animal. She floats around the ring on a great set of feet and legs. She's got that extreme length and dairiness. Not the biggest cow, but an extremely balanced cow. Maybe just lacking the bloom today in that mammary system to carry her over these other three.
Our fourth place Miss Futurity, Pheasant Echoes Diamondback Fanny, exhibited by J.C. Miller of Pheasant Echoes in Westminster, Maryland. Our third runner-up, Miss Futurity 2022, is entry 907, Peace and Plenty, Doc Juby 19. Bred and owned and exhibited by Peace and Plenty Farms of Union Bridge, Maryland. Peace and Plenty, Doc Juby 19, sired by Woodcrest King Doc.
What an awesome cow to have as your third place Futurity animal. I love the length that this cow possesses, that beautiful uphill run. She's probably the widest chested, deepest forerib cow in the class. Today she's just lacking a little bit of bloom to that mammary system today to carry her over this top pair. She was fresh in December, due back in December, so we're catching her at the tail end of her lactation. Just lacking a little bit of that silkiness and that pop to that rear udder to get over your top pair today.
Our third place runner-up, Peace and Plenty Doc Juby 19, exhibited by the Schwartzbeck family of Peace and Plenty Farms in Union Bridge, Maryland. Now, if I tell you who's the runner-up, all the fanfare will be gone. However, the show must go on. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Runner-Up Futurity 2022, Ernest Anthony Twitter. Sired by Walnut Lawn Solomon out of Ernest Anthony Thriller, exhibited by Terry Packard and Ernie Kiefner of South Mountain Jerseys in Boonesboro, Maryland. Ernest Anthony Twitter, first runner-up.
You really admire this cow. She's recently fresh, 60 days, needs a little time. You love the dairiness and the style this cow possesses. Just like to shore her up a freckle in her fore attachment and give her a little more top and bloom to her top of her rear udder today to get over your Futurity winner. But she uses her dairiness and angularity and overall bloom to her mammary system to go over your third place Futurity animal.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege and pleasure on behalf of the Maryland Holstein Association to present to you Peace and Plenty, Doc Juby, 17, Miss Futurity 2022. She's sired by Woodcrest King Doc out of Peace and Plenty Atwood Juby. Presented and owned by the Schwartzbeck family, Peace and Plenty Farms of Union Bridge, Maryland.
This cow spells milk, and that's what we're in the business for. She's got that extreme openness, angularity, and she wears the best rear udder of the show. It's that top to that rear udder, a little bit added width up through her front end, and snugness of fore attachment to carry her over your second place animal. It's been a wonderful Futurity. All the entrants, Maryland State Fair, should all be proud. This is quite a show.
Miss Futurity, Peace and Plenty Doc Juby, 17, owned and presented by Peace and Plenty Farms of Union Bridge, Maryland. In addition to Miss Futurity, it's my privilege to announce the jackpot winner is entry 898, exhibited by Josh Skipton of Jefferson, Maryland, our jackpot winner. Peace and Plenty, Doc Juby, 17. As she makes her walk, not on the boardwalk of Atlantic City, but on the tan bark of the Cow Palace of the East. Miss Futurity 2022, Peace and Plenty, Doc Juby, 17. And for you railbird judges, we'll have the results in just a few minutes as they are being tabulated. Once again, on behalf of the Maryland Holstein Association and the Maryland State Fair and Agriculture Society, we'd like to express our appreciation to all of you exhibitors and herdspeople, and thank you for including the Maryland State Fair in your circuit this year. Dairy judging will resume here in this arena at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning with our Holstein spring heifer calves. Ladies and gentlemen, the ringside, those of you in the railbird judging, there were 17 correct cards. We only have one winner. The winner has been selected by draw, Jeff Hubbard. You are the recipient of the grand total of $80. Jeff Hubbard is the railbird judging winner. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations on Miss Futurity 2022 to the Schwartzbeck family This concludes the show this evening. We thank all of you who have participated as well as our audience. Congratulations to all the winners. And as I mentioned, dairy judging resumes here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. This concludes our presentation. Thank you all for coming, and we certainly hope you have a safe trip home and look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning.